The world and our way of life have changed. The coronavirus pandemic has caught almost all countries by surprise, and it has affected both great and small economies. Social distancing has become the talk of the day. As of today, the coronavirus has caused over 400,000 deaths worldwide, out of which Sweden has recorded close to 5,000 deaths and Ghana about 44 deaths. This is according to WHO report. In the fight against the virus, the government of Ghana has established a national COVID-19 trust fund, which has received donations from various organizations, religious groups, and other individuals across the country. In support of the National Trust Fund, the Ghanaian community in Sweden is seeking for donations through crowdfunding to support the fight against the virus. This initiative was started by the Ghana Union of Gothenburg and later supported by the Ghana Embassy in Denmark and other Ghanaian associations in Sweden. There has been calls by some Ghanaians in Sweden to use the donations to purchase PPEs and other health equipment to the Ghana Health Service instead of donating it to the National Trust Fund. However, Frank Ente, the Vice President of the Ghana Union of Gothenburg, believes that the logistic work in getting health equipment to Ghana is difficult and that the best way is to send the money.
Already, they are manufacturing, Ghanaians are locally manufacturing all these things themselves. So I think in our best and the best interest for them is to send the money to them so they know where and how to apportion or allocate these monies.
Others believe that donating to the Ghana National COVID-19 Trust Fund is not a good idea. And this is why.
No, it's kind of to be honest. Oh, let's kind of do plane no much heavy. Yeah, much go motor no can make a.
It's good to donate, but not when the government, has had time to make sure healthcare is good for the people in Ghana. They've had how many years now? But still, there's this back and forth with healthcare, and we're not getting anywhere. So we should probably keep it and give it to our family members individually to save themselves than to give to the government.
The International Monetary Fund, IMF, has provided emergency financial assistance and debt relief to 66 member countries facing the economic impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. In April this year, IMF approved $1 billion interest-free debt relief to the Ghana government. The money is the fourth highest relief given by the IMF in relation to the fight against COVID-19. With this in mind, Charles Mensah, a Ghanaian living in Gothenburg, questions the idea of donating on top of the IMF relief fund.
$1 billion MPs no na aban no mo wo fie brebe no ma ton bre mo da fight ko isi eske bia ni kroma no se o ka so bi first can free anom ko a se de o boni pa bra no sum no ko se bi ho kire mo kroma no.
The pandemic has forced many people around the world to be out of jobs, and for this, some believe that the Ghanaian community in Sweden should rather focus on helping those who are facing challenges in Sweden due to COVID-19.
I don't know, I don't know to say I was here. That things a honeymoon good chance here to Ghana. It's a year, every time I was canning Kaha. If they see an Angasa, nipple ability to feel Munko, Jumanis, and no man. One I say, and a crap possess calculating a support of more motivity to feel Munio Jumanis.
Responding to some of these issues, NT says that the unemployment system in Sweden does not work in Ghana. The more reason Ghanaians living abroad should donate to support. He says COVID-19 is a wake-up call, and therefore all Ghanaians should come together to fight it.
The coronavirus disease has woken up the world, and I would like to call upon all Ghanaians that let us solve the corona pandemic once and for all with a common front, and also hold our leaders responsible for whatever we entrust them.
But Welma disagrees. She says COVID-19 won't change anything, and that what needs to change is the attitude of Ghanaian leaders.
In the case of Ghana, I don't really think COVID-19 will really be a wake-up call for them. Because the problem is not about the COVID. It's about the people in power, the people appointed who are supposed to make sure that the country develops. Ghana as a country has relations with Sweden, Norway, US, and all these kind of things. So the question is, why don't they learn from these countries?
Despite some opposition towards donating to the National COVID-19 Trust Fund, many individuals in Sweden have already made donations to the fund organized by the Ghanaian community. As at now, the community has received over 30% of its set target. Ghana and many other countries have started easing restrictions to human activities. But until a vaccination is found to this virus, our current situation will be our new normal. Sima Boahin reporting.